Welcome to my Scrappin' Space. I'm Joni Martin. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator located in Southwest Wisconsin. And I'm here to show you an alternate card you can make with the October 2024 Paper Pumpkin Kit. We're going to get my face out of the way and do some creating. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription, and the October 2024 kit included supplies to make 10 Christmas cards, 5 each of 2 different designs, and they're great Christmas cards. But sometimes maybe you don't want to make all of the same cards, and you're looking for some alternate ideas. I'm here to share one of the alternate cards we made in our Paper Pumpkin class. I love this card. I think you could use it for lots of reasons. Certainly Christmas, birthday. I think it'd be a great sympathy card, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to make. Let's talk about what we need from the kit. We're going to take the card base from the kit that looks like this, and from this sheet of die cuts that come in the kit, we're going to use this. I'm adding some solid colored cardstock, some twine, and some embellishment, and some stamping dimensionals, and all those are listed on my blog, scrappinwithjoni.com. I'm also using a die cut. So for each 3 paper pumpkins, or each quarter of the year, Stampin' Up releases a set of add-on dies you can purchase if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And so this is for this quarter, and I'm going to take from it the tag. There's 2 other dies, and they will each coordinate with another Paper Pumpkin kit. So we're going to need the die, and I'm going to pop out from here this green piece, which actually, as you make the cards, is a throwaway anyway. And I'm going to cut off this piece. And there is a fold line. I'm going to cut right on that fold line. And for me, it's actually easier to see on the back side of it. And you're just going to get right there. So I have that piece. That's done. Let's cut our tag next. So we're going to take our cut and emboss machine. And because I'm die cutting, I'm going to take plate 1, plate 2, and 2 of plate number 3, which in the Stampin' Up system, I'm just turning it so you can see the number, are the clear plates. So we're going to start with a clear plate on top of 1, 2, and 3. So I have them. Then I'm going to take the paper and the die cut, lay that down, and then just put a clear piece on top, like so. Then we're just going to roll it through, just like that. Kind of close to my camera, so I'm going to pull this back. We don't need to knock the camera stand over. And now I have this great tag. This is a die I think I'll use for things outside of Paper Pumpkin. It's a stitch tag. It has a little tab at the top. And the paper that we cut it out of has some variation in color, which gives it a little bit of texture, but I wanted to add a little bit more texture. So then I went to the Birchwood embossing folder. And this is part of the Nest of Winter Suite. And the Nest of Winter Suite coordinate with this Paper Pumpkin kit. So it all comes together. And I'm going to just quickly emboss it. And to do that, I'm just putting this, oops, let's do it so you can see it, in there, making sure my fold is at top. And this is using plates 1 and 4. So we're going to keep plate 1, and we're going to get rid of the rest and add plate 4, which is always a solid color gray in this system. And again, that plate's going to go on top. And we're just going to send that through. Now you certainly could just cut the die out and use it that way. There's some nice, as I said, the print gives it some texture, but this was just one extra step that was easy to do, and I felt added a lot to the card. Okay, let's clear out our space here so we have some space to work. There we go. as easy as that, we have an embossed tag. And so for comparison, this is the tag cut out, and this is the embossed tag. And I think even on the camera you can see there's much more texture on that one. Okay, so what I'm adding to this card is a Night of Navy card base, which is a standard size. And I'm going to fold that in half. And again, measurements, names of supplies, item numbers for supplies, everything will be on my Scrappin' with Joni blog. We're just going to do that. And then this is a beautiful piece, and it doesn't really seem to have an up and a down. So it doesn't matter where I'm going to put it on here. I'm just going to set that on there. And I'm going to use a multi-purpose glue. It will give me a chance to kind of move it into place once I have the adhesive on. This is a card that will come together really easily. And like I said, I think you could use it for lots of things. I'm going to use one for a sympathy card. You could certainly be a Christmas card, a birthday card, just a thinking of you. You've been on my mind kind of card. There we go. And that's all there was to that. Isn't that great? Then, now as I said, the liquid glue lets you kind of move things around. That's why I chose that rather than a tape runner for this. And I did just want to even that up at the top. So now we have our tag, and I want to add some twine or something. And I reached for, these are called Baker's Twine Essential Packs. And it comes in 5 colors. And on this card, I used this one, which was more the crumb cake. But as I look at the bird, I think I should have been using this one. That matches much better. So let's do that. Now, if you have a brand new piece of a roll of twine or baker's twine or thread, I think our tendency is to try to find the opening at the top at either end. That's not where they are. They're in the center, and this is how I find it. Sometimes you can see it like I can here, and sometimes I just kind of pull across the center till something opens up, and then we have it. And I'm going to cut 2 pieces that are 6 inches long, so that I have a double piece of twine. Let me just grab a scissors here. And then you could certainly tie a knot, but sometimes that adds a little more bulk to your card than you want. So what I do is I fold this in half, and then that folded end that I have right here is going to go through the opening here. And this opening is nice. I could use more twine than this, or a larger kind of thread or ribbon going through here. And now once I have that opening right here, I'm just going to grab these ends and pull it through. Now, clearly, this is a lot more than I need. But sometimes if you work with a smaller piece, it's hard for me to maneuver, and I can just trim it. So we're going to first add the bird to the tag. And to do that, I'm going to grab some dimensionals. If you're not familiar with these, think of foam that are sticky on both sides. And I'm going to be careful and just put the dimensionals in the middle. And then we're going to remove the backing. Just like that. And we're going to put that right there in the center of our tag. Then the reason I wanted to make sure they just landed in the center of the bird is because I'm going to add more dimensionals here. And so you really have 2 layers of dimensionals, but as long as I don't put another one here in the center, so I have 1 dimensional on top of the other, when you put it in your envelope, it will flatten to the width of 1 dimensional. And the reason that's important is then it will be easy to mail without additional postage. Then we're going to take this off, just like this. And I'm gathering my little backings in just a little bowl to the side. And the reason I do that is they're really staticky, and they like to travel with you. So they'll end up upstairs, they'll end up in my car. So if I can contain them, that's easier. Okay, then this is just going to land here. So there's kind of a center piece that's open. That's where that's going to go. And then I'm going to trim this. So I'm going to pull it and just trim right across all of these. There we go. If you wanted this to be fuller or to have more presence, you could do a couple things. I could have done 3 strands, or I can open those strands, but I'm fine with how that looks. I'm going to leave it like that, but I did feel like it needed one more thing. So then I went to, we have a set of embellishments called Blooming Pearls. They come in 4 different colors in the same pack, but what I love about them is I think they have 2 sizes, and I think the smaller size may be the smallest embellishment in the catalog, and sometimes you just want a touch of something. So I'm going to grab 3 of the small ones, and I like to do embellishments in odd numbers. Visually, that's more pleasing. And typically I do 3 and put them in a roughly triangular shape, which just means one embellishment is by itself and the other 2 are closer together. There we go. Okay, pretty easy, right? And a card you can use for lots of things. All you need to add to this card is some kind of insert that you're going to stamp a sentiment or write a note, and an envelope to mail it. Now, the kit itself comes with beautiful envelopes. Let me just reach for one here. And you certainly could use that too. These are the envelopes that come in the kit, and that would be fine with that. It repeats that pattern of the greens, so either one would work. So if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, I hope this is an idea you can use. And if you're not, reach out to me and ask me why you should be. I love talking about Paper Pumpkin, and I'd be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it more than you know. If you liked what you saw, please share it with your crafty friends. Until next time, take care and keep crafting. It's good for you.